Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another tutorial. We're chilling out. We're going to add something real simple today, going to be really short. This is the game so far. Top-down shooter, we've got a whole bunch of random stuff. But today we're just going to add, sneaking. It's going to be super easy. It's literally just the easiest thing to add. It's going to be the shortest video of all time, I think. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So we already have a movement system. And pretty much, you can see here, this is how much we move in the X direction, how much we move in the Y direction. And it's just the key we're pressing times some speed amount. And the speed is the weapon speed plus some kind of bonus speed, which is from pickups or something like that. I don't know. We're just going to add sneaking speed. So all we're going to do is we're going to make a new variable. Where should we put it? Is there a speed variable in here? Maybe there's not. Just chuck it at the bottom. All will be good. We have 10,000 variables in here. I'm going to start using the variable definitions section. That's probably like 40 times smarter than just typing the variables in here. But yeah, let's try it. Fuck it. I'm going to mix and match my project. The worst possible thing you can do. Add a variable. And this variable is going to be called... What do we call it? We're going to call it is sneaking. And that's going to be a boolean. And we're also going to add a variable sneak speed. And that can be a real value, 0.5. Oh, you're sneaking, you go half speed. Can you add other, are these the only types you can add? I like the color. This is really cool. So like if you want to add a color, check this out. You can use a color picker to define. Instead of having to write it in code, you can add a color like this and use a color picker. This is a really good use of this variable thing. Everything else is like kind of pointless, but yeah, you can do that. All right, is sneaking sneak speed 0.5. Cool, we got our variables. Awesome. Let's do... I'm just going to add up here a key. We'll call this sneak. Sneak key. You should say key underscore sneak. I'm just going to change all of my... and we're going to use the shift key. That makes the most sense. We're going to use Counter-Strike logic. Key for sneaking. It makes more sense to put key at the beginning so that when you're searching for stuff, you can just type key and then it'll have all the keys instead of what I've done with the other variables, but we'll ignore that. That's fine. Key sneak equals VK shift, which is just the shift key. Awesome. We're just going to have to check. We just write here is sneaking equals same thing as here. Keyboard check. We check the sneak key. And we do total speed has to equal... What's the best way to do this? There's a million ways to do it, but let's just do total... I'm just going to multiply the entire speed here. Or should we do a minimum? Like 10 ways you could do this. I think that you should, if you pick up a speed power-up, you should sneak faster. That makes sense. So we're going to do it this way, where we include the move speed bonus in here. And we're basically just going to say... I could do 1 minus is sneaking. That would make you move at 0. This is a really bizarre way to write this. Alright, I'm just going to make var sneak multiplier. Sneak multi equals 0. Alright, so it equals 1 minus is sneaking times 1 subtract sneak speed. Boom. Makes sense to me. So this basically means... And we want to multiply this whole thing by that value. Okay. This just means that if we're sneaking, this whole part if we're not sneaking. All right, if we're not sneaking, is sneaking 0, so this whole part dies, and our sneak multiplier is 1, which means we move at the same speed. If we are sneaking, then we're going to be subtracting some amount from our speed, and that amount we're subtracting is going to be 1 minus the sneak speed. So if my sneak speed is 0.7, it means that we're going to subtract 0.3 if we're sneaking, right? Which would leave us with 0.7. Easy, simple. And if we click play, you can see if I hold the shift key, I mean, my character's really fucking slow. Actually lagging. I think it's just my computer's shit. But you can see, and if I change guns as well, this is just a flat multiplier for sneaking. I could add different sneak values for different guns, or I could add a flat value depending on whichever gun, it doesn't matter. But for now, we'll keep it like this. We'll see how the gameplay feels. Maybe it makes sense that you could have some guns you could sneak with and run faster, like a knife or something you could sneak with. Anyways, this makes sense to me. Looks good to me also. And yeah, that is it for sneaking. It's that easy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love.